Next topic, we got controversial topic. Tessa Blanchard,
Blanchard.
Blanchard. Thank you. She recently made her big, surprising TNA return that got a lot of people shooken up.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Man, a while back she was on the top of TNA, even became world champion, but
Yeah, the
with
world
the men's
champion.
title, yeah, the
Yeah.
world champion,
Mm-hmm.
Impact World Champion, and shortly after that, she was fired from TNA um, due to some. She was being accused of bullying and racism. They
Mm-hmm.
stripped her from the title, and she disappeared for quite some time, and no one expected Tessa to come back, and she did. And I wanted to get your guys' opinion on this one. Does everyone deserve a second chance, or how do you guys feel about
Well,
Tessa
Draven,
returning?
remind us a little bit more. Refresh our memory a little bit on why she's a pariah now.
All right. So going back to what he was saying, when she won the TNA World Title, she basically let her ego get in the way of common fucking sense. At that point, she wanted her contract renegotiated. She did not want to fucking do jobs to basically anybody. It wasn't even a matter of race. It was a matter of, you know, I'm top bitch. Nobody can fuck with me. It don't matter who the fuck it is. To the point where Scott Demore eventually just had enough of it. Uh, had her lose the title. Was originally supposed to just, it's the old saying, "How can I miss you if you don't go away?" She was supposed to go away for a while, you know, eat a piece of humble pie, and then come fucking back, and work her way back up. Well, at that point, it turned into some racial slurs between who the fuck was she with at the time? I can't remember. It was some dude from AAA. It turned into assault allegations between that. It turned into her being banned from AAA for the longest time because of the racial slurs and the assault accusations. So from there, she basically went the way of Marty Scurll. She was basically blacklisted from pro wrestling for the longest
Right.
time. I know she's been doing some indie dates over the past 3-4 months. Nothing major, nothing like GCW or ROH or anything like that, especially not MLW. She's just been doing like lower mid tier, what we would do as far as indie shows. And then when you messaged me as it fucking happened that Tessa was back, I kind of couldn't believe it
Mm-hmm.
because I just saw on my feed from the night before she worked an indie show up in, I want to say it was Michigan or something like that. It was up north somewhere.
Okay.
And she was not looking the best in her work. I mean, I've seen her do a lot better.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but with this return, it kind of made me feel that her mind was not at that show. Her mind was going towards this return to this re-debut. So that being said, you asked the question: does everybody deserve a second chance? Let me give you a little story here, and Dark can back this up. In our travels, we've met a number of workers, right? One of these workers who was a young, pompous, arrogant jackass named Ty. And when me and Dark first got together, he was that pompous, arrogant jackass who thought he was 10 foot tall, thought his shit didn't stink because his stepdad was a promoter. He knew everything and he could do no wrong. Well, trials and tribulations, he kind of fucked himself out of positions. He kind of fucked himself out of locker rooms. He fucked himself out of the business basically for a good bit. And for him, I'm glad that he took my advice because it took what, a year and a half basically of me just jamming it in his fucking brain. You got to sit down, shut up, and be fucking humble. And he started doing that. When he started doing that, he started earning his way back in. He got that second chance. So, do I believe everybody's a second chance? Yes, because I've had second chance. I've had chance after chance after chance. younger in my career, I fucked up royally. And if you want to go back and listen to that, go to Draven's backstory. It's all there. I had to learn to eat the humble pie. I had to learn to eat shit and like the taste of it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not an overnight thing, especially in this business. Once you fuck up in this business, it's hard as fuck to gain trust. It's easy as fuck to lose it.
Very.
Maybe Tessa has been working a lot behind the scenes, working on herself. She's matured and she's in a better state of mind where she can actually do business, and all for it. She's a hell of a fucking talent. She was one of my fucking favorites. So yeah, I think everybody does deserve a second chance if she's proven it. And apparently, if she's on TNA's pay-per-view, she's proven it to somebody in the office.
Well,
so I'm all for it.
After this weekend, I saw a story where she explicitly said that she had not signed with TNA. I don't know if this was a one-off or if it's just for a single program, but there hasn't been a long-term deal cut or any deal beyond, a per appearance situation.
Well, the good thing about TNA, actually, with a lot of these companies, now, unless you're part of the big two, even to an extent with AEW, a lot of these companies are working on handshake deals, per date deals. And, if she doesn't want to sign full time and she's still trying to get to WWE and she's still trying to prove that route, awesome. I do feel that TNA would be the best route for her to go, especially with the working deal between NXT and TNA right now. If she's just trying to get her foot in the door to get noticed, this is the best thing for her, but she wants to keep her options open. She doesn't want to be signed to a deal right now. Cool. Yeah. Awesome. Do a per date basis. Work indie.
No,
fucking Matt Cardona does it all the fucking time. And now he's on fucking Ring of Honor TV, fucking working Chris Jericho.
No, absolutely. The issue for me, especially if her goal is WWE, it is she's relatively old for a female wrestler, and she's rusty as fuck. The last time I saw Tessa Blanchard is when she wrestled Taya in AAA, and she looked great, but that was 3 years ago, 2 years ago. Like, she hasn't had any big time exposure in years.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it's the same. I don't know if it's the same wrestler or not.